The Battle of France was one of the most decisive and dramatic events of World War II. In just 6 weeks, Nazi Germany conquered most of Western Europe, crushing the French army and forcing the British to retreat across the Channel. How did this happen? What were the strategies, tactics, and blunders that shaped the outcome of this epic clash? In this episode, we will explore the causes, course, and consequences of the Battle of France. In September 1939, Germany invaded Poland, triggering the declaration of war by France and Britain. However, for the next 8 months, there was little fighting on the Western Front, as both sides prepared for a possible repeat of the stalemate and trench warfare of World War I. The French relied on the Maginot Line, a series of fortifications along the border with Germany, to deter any attack from the east. The Germans, meanwhile, devised a new strategy of blitzkrieg or lightning war, which combined fast-moving tanks, planes, and infantry to achieve surprise and encirclement of the enemy. On May 10, 1940, the Germans launched their offensive, sending 3 army groups into the Low Countries and France. The First Army Group, under General Fedor von Bock, attacked the Netherlands and Belgium, drawing the Allied forces into a side. The Second Army Group, under General Gerd von Rundstedt, made the decisive breakthrough, sending a large armored force through the Ardennes forest, a region that the French considered impassable for tanks. The Third Army Group, under General Wilhelm von Leeb, pinned down the French along the Maginot Line, preventing them from reinforcing the center. The German plan worked brilliantly. The Allies were caught off guard by the speed and direction of the German attack. The French High Command, led by General Maurice Gamelin and later by General Maxime Weygand, failed to coordinate a coherent response. The British Expeditionary Force, under Lord Gort, fought bravely but was soon cut off from the rest of the Allies. The Belgian and Dutch armies were quickly overwhelmed and forced to surrender. By May 20, the Germans had reached the English Channel, trapping the Allies in a pocket around Dunkirk. The situation seemed hopeless for the Allies. However, Hitler made a crucial mistake. He ordered the German tanks to halt their advance on Dunkirk, giving the Allies a chance to evacuate. The reasons for this decision are still debated, but some possible factors are fear of a counterattack by the French, the need to conserve fuel and supplies, the influence of the Luftwaffe chief Hermann Göring, who claimed that his planes could finish off the Allies, and the desire to spare the British and negotiate a peace deal. Whatever the case, the halt order proved to be a costly blunder, as it allowed the British to organize a massive rescue operation, codenamed Dynamo, which saved over 300,000 Allied soldiers from capture or death. The Battle of France was over. It was a stunning victory for Germany and a humiliating defeat for France and Britain. It changed the course of the war and the fate of Europe. It also inspired a new spirit of resistance, led by General Charles de Gaulle, who refused to accept the armistice and fled to London, where he formed the Free French Forces. From there, he broadcast a famous speech on June 18, calling on all French people to join him in the fight against the Nazis.
Par la force mécanique, aérienne et terrestre de l'ennemi.
The Battle of France was not the end of the war, but the beginning of a new phase. It showed the world the power and danger of the Nazi regime, and the need for a united and determined response. It also revealed the flaws and weaknesses of the old order, and the challenges and opportunities for the new. It was a turning point in history and a lesson for the future.